Amerthanayagan. Writes in English, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and Haitian Creole. He has just published his latest poetry book, Blue Window, and apart from books, he also has a music album out, Rhyme Can't Doubt, and he edits the Bellway Poetry Quarterly, curates a website at bluesionistas.com, hosts the poetry channel on YouTube, and has won loads of things to do with poetry. And he's a generally interesting guy, but then, so are you. He's going to be up here in a moment. He's going to have a bit longer to read because he's our special guest. And if you really like his stuff, he has books in English, French, and Spanish that he's willing to give you a good price on at the break. Please welcome Indran to the stage.
Thank you, David. Wonderful to be here. Thank you, Antonia. Thank you all. And Nina, all the people who told me about spoken word in Paris. I'll begin with a couple of poems. No. If anybody wants to video this, feel free. I would love to see the video casero, you know, the homemade video. Anyway, that's up to you. Put it on your phone. I'll just bring with a couple of poems, older poems from memory. You Must Love, which is really about identity and the loss of language. You know, I've learned lots of languages, but I've lost one very important language to me, which I write about in this poem. You must love the land when you leave to build your house on the sea. Love what's lost, the mango tree burning in the garden, the curious noose of the familiar coat of arms. Love the ball turning strong, spinning in a dark, faraway land. Love the tongue you'll never again speak, that wrapped you and bled you and dried up some every day on the other side of the sea. Talking about the other side of the sea, I was born in an island that no longer exists. It was called Ceylon, now known as Sri Lanka. This poem is called Kiss. Kissing your lips, I try to forget roses or the fruit of palmyra trees, sweet and strong. Tongue lolling upon tongue, heart beating against heart beating. These are my words signifying human bodies, which poetry does not capture. The absolute desire I have to kiss your lips on this hot and sunny afternoon. I do not know how much longer I can walk about the garden, kissing roses, or perambulate the toddy tavern of my dreams, where black faces and white toddy mix in black and white memories of Jaffna, Sri Lanka, my Tamil country, far away on an island across the sea, far away, the palmyra fruit and your lips, to drink toddy now, to kiss your rosy lips now, to uproot the roses in my garden and offer them upon my tongue now, to fly to Sri Lanka and grab the last fruit on the tree before history throws the Tamils into the sea, as it said it will do before all this and everything else, before the apocalypse. I do so sincerely wish, though my words may not fit, to rest my head in your hair and kiss your lips. I came also to Paris to sign this book at the Marché de Poésie, and very excited to have published this here. It's called Sous l'île nostalgique. So it's about another island, or all islands. I'll just read two poems from this. It's published by La Matin here in France. Le pays à côté. Viens avec moi. La porte est ouverte, la citerne pleine. Il y a toute une île pour explorer, un univers dont la mer est sous la terre. Mais en même temps, répondit la question, pour combien de temps? Un mois, un an, une vie. Et si le chat a 9 vies, pourquoi pas l'homme? À l'étranger, de pays en pays, jusqu'à l'arrivée au pays sans chapeau. La roue de l'enterrement dans le cœur du nid, en centre-ville. Le pays sans chapeau est the country where you go after you go, so to speak. So you keep your hat on. As you can see, I'm keeping it firmly on my head. Une carte plus loin que l'Abyssinie. And you all know about John Arthur Rimbaud and Abyssinie. Well, yes. Une carte plus loin que l'Abyssinie. Je ne sais rien. La catastrophe demande une réponse à sa mesure, un saut plus haut du néant, de ne jamais accepter le silence quand la langue est prête à recevoir les signaux de l'esprit, pour les mesurer dans les vers. C'est un choix absolu de jouer avec des rimes, la douceur et la force émotionnelle qui nous abîment, de les gérer, d'être maître de la maison du poème, même si la maison autour de la vie que tu mènes est en train de s'effondrer, ou bien de changer de forme, de disparaître, comme l'avion que tu as pris pour t'envoler avec l'idée de repartir. Et même si tu es revenu et reparti plusieurs fois, même si tu as écrit dans la langue découverte, encore dans cette île, à la fin de la journée, tu restes seul avec tes souvenirs. Qu'est-ce que nous offre de plus la vie d'anticipation, de plans et de projets? Bien sûr, dans la maison de la poésie, il n'y a pas d'inconvénient avec le poète qui écrit au milieu de l'orage, quand il fait beau, quand la mort enfourche son cheval pour galoper dans la roue des vents, et lui, assis devant son écran, son bureau et la fenêtre, et toi, ailleurs, plus loin que l'Abyssinie. Merci beaucoup. This book, Coconuts on Mars, it's a very rare book, but because it also was published far away from, well, I don't know where here is, but it was published in India, actually, in Mumbai in 2019, and I'll read a poem from this book. It's called Living Will. You can see I have a sort of an obsession with the ends of things, but they're also the beginnings. So, and it's a living will. It's not a will that's expired. One day I will sit down with my soul and write that I have loved every bird that flew, every monkey on the branch, every elephant charging through the grass. I will say I love you as much as the baby gecko scampering past my foot, the snake rustling under the wood, cut and stacked in my yard. I will say I have loved every creature, every song, every turn in the road, and I will be lying with my eyes open and my eyes closed. I am not God. I am not even the dog loyal to his master, who misses him blind like his daughter in Lima, which I call at night until the next time we meet in dreams via chat, cheek to cheek, remembering always that in paradise there are no trains or roads or seas or death, no going away, no arriving, doors and garden open, souls who come and go smiling, and all the angels, all birds, all dolphins, all men and women in song dancing, and why not reciting the Song of Solomon, the epic poems, the love songs that consoled when we set off on the roads, hopped on trains and aeroplanes, got caught in traffic in our head, said goodbye before saying hello. Did I know you down there? You were the greengrocer I walked past going to school in London. Oh, my dear, how beautiful you are, Pauline, with ripe red hair, who shared the religion prize with me at St. Vincent's on Blandford Street. But you may be alive still, and I'm not ready to meet my maker, to be plucked from the cycle of rebirth. Not yet. I have poems to compose, children to raise, earth to cultivate. Come back later, angel. I have my will to revise. I'll read a poem from the migrant states. Migration is an obsession, certainly. My first book, I was very lucky. A.K. Ramanujan wrote about it that, as a sort of a welcome addition to the poetry of migration. And that phrase, the poetry of migration, has stuck with me all my life. So if you ever want to write a little bit about my poetry, just call it the poetry of migration. The migrants reply. We have been running for so long. We're tired. We want to rest. We don't want to wake up tomorrow and pack our bags. We have gone 10,000 miles. We have boarded a rowboat, tugboat, bus, freight train. We have a cell phone and some bread. Our eyes are dry. Our breath needs washing. What next? You're putting up a wall on your southern flank. What an irony. The country that accepts refugees does not want us. We qualify, we have scars, and our host governments hunted at least some of us. The rest fled in fear. Gangs do not spare even the children. White vans took away our uncles, our cousins. Do you think they've been made into plowshares? Aye, what are you saying? Too easy to wear our hearts in these words, in slings on our faces, furrowed, perplexed. What happened to kindness to strangers? Why do we have to be herded like prisoners held in a holding camp? We are human beings, and like you, in safer countries, we have the same obligation to save ourselves and our children. Oh, the children, look at them. Give them food and school and a new set of clothes. Give them a chance. Whether you are red or blue, the eye of the hurricane does not discriminate. We are your tumbling weeds, hurtling cars, flooding banks, and we are diggers of the dikes. We can teach you so many languages and visions. You would learn so much. You would never ever say, lock us up. Would you like to hear one of my poems in Spanish?
Yeah.
Sí.
Este último libro, Dedica Tiempo, que fue editado en Perú el año pasado. Entonces, hay un poema aquí que se llama La Vida, que obviamente tiene un vínculo con esa famosa canción de Violeta Parra, ¿no? Gracias a la vida. A la vida. Cedo mi lugar, no necesito hablar. Ya está mi testimonio. Lo he escrito a lo largo de 40 años. Descanso, te escucho, tus penas, tus alegrías, tus desafíos. Me apunto, llevaré tu féretro en mis hombros. Ya he enterrado lo mío. Lo hice solo, nadie se dio cuenta. En la hora menos vista por los medios, después de la medianoche, en casa, en un suburbio de aquellos tantos y parecidos que no se pueden recordar detalles individuales. Pero he vuelto, un ave fénix, un resucitado, y te escucho. Más bien te escribo, pasada la medianoche, en silencio, y con ninguna intención de enviar el resultado a los medios, o más bien a tu cuenta, llena ya de tantos poemas y cartas, todos para archivar dadas las circunstancias y el consejo de que no debo escribirte más. Y sí, llegué tarde a la fiesta amorosa, pero lo disfruté más que nunca. Y ahora, en el mundo todavía de la pandemia, me despido. Que estés bien. Gracias por la vida. Thank you. So I'll finish with the new book, Blue Window. You know, I've been fascinated by reduction. You know, in a station of the metro became, from a 26-line poem became a 2-line poem. And as you're found here, I am in Paris, you know, structuring the metro a lot. And so I managed to get this poem down into 3 lines. And so I'll finish with this, a little bit of Blue Window, which is a much bigger book, runs of 224 pages, I think. Here are 3 lines from it. En pocas palabras todos. I'll read the Spanish and then the English. En pocas palabras todos nacen, crecen, se enamoran, se decepcionan, sobreviven, se enamoran, sobreviven, se alegran, dejan de crecer, disminuyen, se mueren. In a few words, everyone is born, grows, falls in love, is disillusioned, survives, falls in love, survives, is happy, stops growing, diminishes, dies. Thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup, Indran.